Um, I got some exciting news. So I have figured out how to make peroxynitrite from sodium percarbonate, which would be perfect because sodium percarbonate and sodium nitrite. Well, sodium nitrite will be what you would already be using for TNX, if you're going to do a TNX set, and the percarbonate is just going to be even more OTC. It's going to be percarbonate's easier to get than nitrites, honestly. Nitrites are almost easier just to make them with bubbling. But yo, I got detectives up in here coming after me. Detectives of the Kimball type. Alright. So anyways, progress has been made. It has been confirmed that peroxynitrite is made from the percarbonate and nitrite. However, it does have to be in an acidic state. Now, the lower the acidity, the better the better. It's really weird, man. The lower the acidity, the pH, the lower it is. Like below 2 is ideal. The lower it is, the more efficient your peroxynitrite, which is going to introduce free radicals to act upon whatever you have in there, right? In our case, it's going to be hexamine. Where I was going before was separating the two. I'm thinking now that a peroxynitrite could possibly do it. I don't know of any papers on this. I haven't really looked. I don't feel like looking. I'd rather just try it. Now, the really interesting thing about the peroxynitrite, so it's pH dependent, right? So if you get, and it's also hydroxyl radical dependent. So if you get a basic solution with that in there, I'm pretty sure that you create nitrates. You create NO3. So it's just hard to know where this would go. I guess I could try it both ways and just see what happens. But I do have a giant bag of sodium perborate also. Now, sodium perborate is very similar to percarbonate in that it will release hydrogen peroxide, like really concentrated hydrogen peroxide in reaction. So it will, if that was it, that would account for a peroxynitrite. There's also, like you also have some type of tetraborate that should be formed in there, which has its own hydroxyl business that I wouldn't really know what that was going to do. If anybody's like a real smart nerd guy, smarter than me, because I really don't know what I'm doing. If you know what the reaction would be in terms of reactivity order and shit, like if you actually know your shit, don't just like guess. Don't put anything you're just guessing. But if you really know your shit, if you could either put it in a comment here on the reaction between, if you know it, between sodium perborate and sodium nitrite, if you would know what that reaction would be, that would be fucking awesome. Or if you want to message me, if you don't want to put it, in the comments or whatever, if you want to be discreet or whatever, you send me a message, whatever. I would really appreciate that because I'm just not sure. I mean, I can figure it out. It's going to take me a long time because I don't even have time right now. But I would have to sit down because I'm just not familiar with it enough and its behavior and shit to know what even the priorities would be in terms of predicting reactions. So anyway, what should happen with that? So, Dugan is fucking around with TNX and is fucking around with damn, that line named Bolism. A big in fucking around with TNX, fucking around with motherfucking RDX. So the idea is the transition out of TNX. It would be cool if you could just oxidize TNX to RDX, which you can do. In terms of an OTC operation, it may be easier just to do it in one shot. Of course, the peroxynitrite is going to, you're going to have elevated temperatures there. But I'm pretty sure you can get some effective reaction in the right direction with HCl for sure. The citric acid method, I tried it with some other things. I'm going to try it again with a very long stirring time. I think it will work with like overnight reaction. So I think if you leave it in there overnight, you will get the reaction that you're looking for. But it's not going to be instant like HCl. The crazy thing is about the Livermore is that that reaction is pretty much 90% done at about 10 minutes. You know, maybe even less. It might even be less than that. It might even be less than 10 minutes, and the bulk of the reaction is finished. You know, and then everything else is just residual. And by residual, I mean like unnecessary to collect the product unless you want higher efficiency. So anyway, HCl, like in the Livermore method, will reduce the acidity to an acceptable level to produce, peroxynitrite at the preferred rate, and then that will be pretty crazy. And then if that doesn't go, then we can try to do some kind of basic solution on separately, and then mix them, and then do a neutralization, maybe like a neutralization reaction that ends up putting a nitrate in it. You know, I don't know. We just try a couple different things and see what happens. It'd be really interesting. I'm not taking any fucking computers off of random people on the internet. Nice try, CIA. All right. So anyway, that's all I got. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Pretty intense storms right here.